Good evening all, and welcome to well, technically it's a postscript, but this is going to be a prelude to this evening's New Comics, bitches! Welcome to the Shadow Gallery. I'm your host, as always, James Donnelly. And I have a question for you goodly people out there. Now, the people who normally watch this vlog, who turn into my podcast, if you will, I have this question for you because I am thinking of changing the format. Okay, not necessarily the format, but I am thinking of opening up a new YouTube account because I want the ability to record longer videos. Okay, now they would probably still be an hour plus long because that's just the way that I roll, but basically what I'm wondering is, are you happy watching the videos broken up into segments? Or would you appreciate something that does have the opportunity to be longer? Because I can't put longer videos than 15 and maybe a half minutes on YouTube at this time because my account is kind of locked out from making that change. The reason being is that I have some copyright violations for some stuff that I've done over the years where I've taken, I'll do little mashups. I did a thing for 24, a little mashup for 24 called Jack's Greatest Hits. I did that I set to a couple of different pieces of music. I set it to, I think, In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins was one of them. Then I sent another one to Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba, just for the hell of it. Same footage and everything, and just kind of cribbed it all together. And then also I did this one for Angel, the show Angel, for the relationship between Fred/Illyria and Wesley Wyndham-Pryce, one of my favorite characters ever on TV. And so, but then that had a song by Rob Dickinson called The End of the World. And they're actually pretty cool videos. They're fun to make, and I wish that I didn't have to go through, YouTube. I think the whole kind of rights issue is kind of bullshit. And of course, then there's the issue with me doing my, my greatest non-comic book films of all time. And then, of course, my trailer analyses, as I had done them in the past, where I would actually have the trailer put up and I would talk about it. So that's my question to you, followers of the Shadow Gallery. Should I basically install a new YouTube page that people can go to and they can watch a continuous video, or do you like these kind of chapterific breaks? Speaking of trailers, so thanks to a lot of really awesome people all over the world apparently finding stuff through the viral marketing campaign for The Dark Knight Rises, we have been treated to the third official trailer for The Dark Knight Rises. Now, there's an issue of Entertainment Weekly that I just got, which is their double issue of the summer films. And of course, the reason that I got it, because I never pick up that fucking that fucking magazine. But it on the cover was Christian Bale and Anne Hathaway in costume as Batman and Catwoman. And it's basically the main focus of this being on The Dark Knight Rises and not so much on the Avengers, because Entertainment Weekly is actually owned by Warner Brothers. So there's that. But so we have in this trailer, we have more Bane dialogue, we have more Bruce Wayne dialogue, and more importantly, we get to see Catwoman in action. And we get to see these kind of, to me, was literally goosebumps all up and down my body, shakes, shivers as Batman kind of debates his point of view, with in just one line, really, with Catwoman. And so getting to see all these things and getting to see a little bit of the humor at the end there, and getting to see some of these action sequences, getting to see the bat, the kind of hovercraft, this flying machine that basically is taken apparently 8 years to create, because as you know, this Dark Knight Rises takes place 8 years after the Dark Knight, and in that time, basically Batman has been persona non grata, as far as because he's essentially he's been hunted for these crimes that Harvey Dent committed. And then we have glimpses of this this confrontation, this epic confrontation between Bane and Batman. And we also have more glimpses of Jack Drake, or Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character. We have some pieces of dialogue from him. Bane, it definitely sounds like his voice has been remixed a little bit, so that it's not as harsh as apparently when it sounded during the IMAX prologue that they showed with Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol at IMAX. And it was funny because I mentioned the Entertainment Weekly thing because I was reading it and I felt like, I don't know if they have the right kind of feel for this. If this film is going to feel like The Dark Knight, which I think to me has really turned into my favorite film of the last decade. It's a film that I can watch over and over again as many times as it's on. It never gets old. It never gets bad. It's always awesome. And, so this is a film that I don't know if it will reach the same heights, but I still think that it'll be better just as a story. I think it'll just, I think that just with this trailer, it revitalized me. It gave me more, it gave me a much better feeling about it. It gave me things like, why the fuck did I ever even doubt Chris Nolan in the first place? Why did I doubt that he wouldn't have a really awesome story to tell, and doubt that he had something mind-blowing to show us? The destruction of the bridges that we see here, basically Bane's, plans to raise Gotham, as it were, and, kind of this, this hellish torture that he puts Bruce Wayne through. And this, like I said, this is going to show in front of the Avengers, and with as many people that are going to see the Avengers, I think you're going to have possibly a bigger turnout for Dark Knight Rises. So, wow. And I'm going to see Avengers on Thursday night at midnight. I feel kind of bad because I do have that day off, and I was actually thinking of asking my wife to take that day off so that we could do the whole because a lot of theaters are actually playing throughout the day. They're going to be playing all of the Marvel films in order, with Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, the Avengers at midnight. But the problem was I didn't really want to do that, not because I couldn't sit through them all. No, I definitely could. But because the last 3 films would be shown in 3D. And I saw Thor in 3D. I didn't particularly care for it in 3D. I just don't like 3D. So I wanted to see it in 2D, and there was no place that was showing all of the films in 2D. So that's why I'm not doing it. But I'm definitely going on Thursday night. So Thursday, probably around 3 o'clock in the morning, at least my local time, so that's Pacific time, you'll be seeing a review from me about the Avengers, as I did after I saw Cabin in the Woods. So we've got, this is Joss Whedon time, baby. It's rolling in, baby. So very, very, very excited for Thursday night. Very, very, very excited. Very excited about Dark Knight Rises. I really want to hear your thoughts about not only what you thought of the trailer, but also what you think about this idea, about me maybe opening up a new YouTube channel and doing full-length reviews there in one shot, or do you prefer them segmented? So let me know. Respond down there, where the comment section is, and let me know, because I'm wanting to hear about it. So you'll see this, and now on to the comic books. So enjoy. Stay in the shadows. That's going to be my new catchphrase for signing off. Stay in the shadows.